going on, America? Do you all remember last week when I said that I wasn't sure if the politicians were going to try to make comparisons between how we need to follow New Zealand's lead and all that shenanigans? You're delusion. Here it goes.
This is what real action to stop gun violence looks like. We must follow New Zealand's lead, take on the NRA, and ban the sale and distribution of assault weapons in the United States.
So, yep, they did it. They did it. So, but what is the comparison like they're making to New Zealand? What comparison is he making to New Zealand here? I mean,
just a broad stroke. Like, no, take the guns away. They ban them.
Just follow. We need to follow their
ban
lead.
The sale of assault weapons and dangerous things, which really is what he really means.
Yeah.
Anybody that knows anything about guns at all,
you
know he really means semi-automatic.
And then when they say military style weapon, that was like a Hitlerian term. Like Hitler used that term. Like any weapon can be a military style weapon, but I think Hitler kind of coined that term. So why would he even? Yeah. He coined that term. Military style weapon. I can't remember what other word that they used to describe.
It makes them more menacing and scary. But the military uses those. They must be so dangerous.
Yeah, but it seems like they're coming after. But he was attacking the NRA. So is it really just an attack on the NRA? Or,
no.
Yeah, that's what's,
It's an attack on the guns and junk.
That's what I feel like, too. An attack on any of our properties is an attack on America. You can say directly or indirectly. It doesn't matter. To me, that's what it is. If you're trying to take my property of any sort, like you're attacking America.
Like, wasn't Bernie Sanders, like, going at Hillary during the last election? Doing that little primaries and stuff, they were going at each other because he was saying she was too hard on guns and she was saying he wasn't hard enough on guns.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's coming out being a champion of gun control.
Exactly. What do you expect when you get someone that comes up there saying they're democratic socialists?
Real action to stop gun violence.
Real action.
This is what real action to stop gun violence looks like.
New Zealand's taking real action. They're actually putting their foot forth and they're taking on. You know what I don't get though? You know what I don't get? They making comparisons. You're comparing the U.S. to New Zealand.
This is the size of Maryland.
It is the size of Maryland.
In population.
In population, it's like 5 million people in Maryland. Or 6 million people in Maryland. It's like 5 million people in New Zealand. America has like 300-something million people. It would take 65 New Zealanders to fill America if that helps you out at all. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. How can you compare the two? And say we need to do what they're doing when our population, and then population doesn't matter, you say?
How would you enforce that?
I don't know.
How would you enforce that? Like, you saying it's just a ban on the sale, but it says sale and distribution, so how would you stop that?
It's impossible.
You make it illegal. What you gonna do? You gonna make it illegal for me to loan my gun to a family member. Or let them borrow it. They going to live somewhere else in a bad neighborhood, and I can't let my daughter get this gun to protect herself with? Oh, that's what that's what you decide that you're going to do? Because you got to wait for the police to get there 30 minutes later after everything's been done already?
It boggles the mind, man. It really boggles the mind.
That's what we're doing.
It really does. I mean, you can't even compare this with stats. Like, people use stats a lot, but you can't even compare this with stats.
It's
like,
too different.
It's like 49 deaths or 50 deaths or something like that. And then, let's just say last year, for example, we had like 300 and something deaths from mass shootings. Last year alone. So, even if you...
Way more suicides.
But I'm just saying, like, you take the 50 or 49 deaths, you would still have to multiply that by 65 to fill America. And that's like 3,000 or something. Somebody check my math. 65 like times what, 49 or how many deaths we had in this New Zealand massacre. Like, you had to multiply that by 65 times. It's like 3,000 and something versus the 300 and something deaths we had in America last year alone. So the numbers don't add up. Of course, you're gonna have to. I don't see how you make comparisons.
It's not the point of making comparisons. The only thing is, this sounds good, and they're stepping on the people's rights, and that's what we want to do here.
That's exactly what we want to do here.
That's all it is. It's very simple.
And we said it. If they make comparisons, then that's letting you know what because a lot of people say they're not trying to take your guns. They don't want your guns. They don't want to do that. Why are you getting out of your head with this? Like, what's wrong with you? You're looking too far into this.
You're conspiracy theorists.
No. They are basically saying that they want to do exactly what New Zealand does, and if they're saying those things,
is ban the freaking guns.
It's not all of them. It's just the assault weapons.
What she said when she stood at that, she said the military style weapons, and then she went on to something else. Then she said the semi-automatic weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say semi-automatic weapons, that covers everything basically.
Exactly.
Except for basically like muzzle loaders and basically like old cowboy action.
But still, but the point is, people don't know the definitions, and they when they know that, they're going to use that to their advantage. That's what the left does. They change terminology, and they will use that as a weapon.
Assault weapons, they like that, like an assault weapon.
Exactly.
Still confused.
They're still confused. It's
on
confusing.
what that is, because it's too many. You can't say that's a full automatic weapon, but how many people you know got full automatic weapons?
Exactly.
Most people, an AR-15 is semi-automatic. So that's not covered under the assault weapon if you're talking about full automatic weapons. But they don't know that because they'll say, that's an assault weapon. So assault weapon is something that looks scary, huh?
That's what it all comes down to. If it looks scary, we're going to ban it. I don't know. It's ridiculous. We're not going to stay long on this, though. We just wanted to put that out there, man.
Just know they're coming for your stuff.
Just know they're coming. They're coming.
Brandon ain't coming to your house himself to take nothing, though.
Nah, let them try. Continue to fight for the Constitution, people.
With these. So that hopefully,
preferably,
we never have to use these. On a semi-auto ban, these will be gone, too. Just know that.
It's a baby. Leave my baby alone.
White people don't know what it's like to be poor.